Henderson Valley. We are the AV Daily bringing you the news. We would like to provide you with some periodic video news bulletins throughout the year to keep you informed on some of the most important local news here in the Valley, along with some interesting news stories nationwide.
We were pleased to see the return of pep rallies with a pretty wacky Friday morning a couple weeks ago, in which athletic director and football coach John Toohey supplied us with a rousing introduction to the captains and the coaches of all of our sports teams in the fall. Several students from each class then proceeded to play bubble soccer as they clumsily stumbled around the gym in the attempt to push the ball up the floor without cracking their skulls in the process. Sammy Guerrero, Eric Perez, and Cynthia Garcia Parra all managed to miraculously score goals against all odds, while Mr. Keevan was the sole difference maker in the staff game. As per usual, the seniors were awarded with the Spirit Stick for being the most enthusiastic cheering section in the bleachers, while being challenged by an impressive output from those underdog 8th graders. It was a memorable morning to be sure, and we'll be looking forward to more of these spirited events in the future.
Be sure to mark your calendars. The 2022 Mendocino County Fair and Apple Show will be coming up soon on September 23rd, 24th, and 25th this year. There will be corn dogs, funnel cake, and my personal favorite, curly fries, along with many other great snacks. If you're looking for a fun time, you could go on the rides such as the infamous Zipper or check out the livestock and rodeo. The fair will go from 9 a.m. until midnight each day. Wristbands will expire at 6, so if you're planning to buy a wristband, you could save $5 by purchasing it before the fair. On Fair Friday, our school will conclude early, allowing us students sufficient time to enjoy all the thrills of the Mendocino 2022 County Fair and Apple Show. Hope to see you there.
And we'd like to turn it over next to our political correspondent, Veridiana, for some national news and politics and entertainment. V?
Political arena of Washington, D.C., Joe Biden is trying to support American college students by reducing or even canceling student debts. Currently, America owns $1.62 trillion in student loans. Around 43 million people are struggling with their debt, and Joe Biden is trying to clear at least half of those students, in which 20 million students may be debt-free. Courtesy or Tapextures money, President Biden has said that he mostly wants to help people who are struggling financially and can't afford the cost. If a single household makes less than $125,000 a year, or couples that earn less than $250,000, then you qualify for the student loan forgiveness plan. Many students that receive financial aid through the Pell Grant can have up to $20,000 in debt canceled outright. While others may be forgiven $10,000 in debt, this is a quite radical policy presented by presidents that gives some financial relief to those trying to better themselves through higher education, and we commend this plan. Here are some brief words of Joe Biden himself.
Using the authority Congress granted the Department of Education, we will forgive $10,000 in outstanding federal student loans. In addition, students who come from low-income families, which allowed them to qualify to receive a Pell Grant, will have their debt reduced $20,000. Both of these targeted actions are for families who need it the most. Working and middle-class people hit especially hard during the pandemic, making under $125,000 a year. If you make more than that, you don't qualify.
Back to the wonderful world of entertainment with a shout-out to any of the Game of Thrones fans. House of Dragons is a newly released prequel to the well-known fantastic and drama-based series on August 21st, 2022. It was streamed a mind-blowing 10 million times. As a result, it was proclaimed HBO Max most watched series upon being premiered. That being said, it surpassed Euphoria's record with 6.6 million views for the second final season. If you're a Harry Potter fan or Lord of the Rings fan, this show could be next up on your list. On the other hand, if you, as many fans, were skeptical about the way Game of Thrones was finalized, be sure to check out the spin-off report state to show reviewed fans. I'd love for it to launch them to the frenzy. Pop your popcorn, pour your glass of apple juice, and tune in every Sunday night to see the buzz it's all about.
Thank you, V. Next up, we're going to turn it over to Spike to hear his insightful analysis and review of a video game that other students might want to look out for. Spike.
A top-down survival game about building your own colony. You can also interact with other colonies, tribes, etc., where you can trade items and even attempt diplomacy. Furthermore, you can be hostile towards your neighbor as you conduct war instead. There will be many dangers on this planet, including but not limited to eldritch horrors, Cthulhu, murderous cults, and robots, along with Weresloss named Jimmy. I rate this game 7 out of 10 due to its weirdly fun customization options, but 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, too much work, goodbye.
Now in the wide world of sports, here's Chick Hicks with the season preview for the upcoming football season. Take it away, Chick.
Woo-wee! The NFL season is nearly upon us, folks, as all 30 football teams are finishing up their preseason games in anticipation for Week 1 of the regular season. Despite the intimidating strength of both their respective divisions, most 49ers and Raiders fans have high expectations for this upcoming season. The Niners are looking to repeat their success from last year, with young quarterback Trey Lance taking over the starting job from Jimmy Garoppolo, who led the team to the NFC Championship last year, in which they lost a close game against the eventual Super Bowl winning Rams. There is some uncertainty about whether or not Trey Lance is up to the task of leading the team to playoffs, but early reports from training camp sound promising, as he has matured quickly in his talent and his leadership. Meanwhile, the Las Vegas Raiders are hoping to return to playoffs themselves, with new superstar wide receiver Davante Adams in town, who has already had quite a prolific career in Green Bay, catching passes from the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers. The answer remains to be seen if he can build the same chemistry with Raiders quarterback Derek Carr, but he has proven to be unguardable at many times in the past, and so the Raiders are rightfully excited to have this new offensive weapon at their disposal. It should be another wild year of football, folks, with lots of drama and most likely some injuries along the way. But these are our former gladiators in the modern day, and so football fans are universally excited to get the 2022 season back underway. Yeehaw.
And thank you, Panthers, for tuning in to our first video news bulletin of the year.
We are enthusiastic about a positive school year and look forward to bringing you contemporary news on more of a regular basis. Always remember to be safe, respectful, and responsible, Panthers.
And stay classy, Anderson Valley.